Notes for my September 2024 reading of a July 2024 biography of Tiger Woods. Yeah! I put it on hold the month it came out, July, or I think I put it on hold Friday, 26 July 2024, and it showed up like, was it like a week ago? Like on the hold shelf, because I put it on hold and it showed up and I was like, I gotta get it done by the end of the month so I can be like, I got one in this year, you know, and then like 2 calendar months, as in like July, August, September, get it done before. So, okay. So today is Monday, 30 September 2024. I made it. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, and this is my book and reading notes for my September 2024 reading of a biography on golfer Tiger Woods. It's Tiger by James Patterson. July 2024, Little Brown and Company, first edition, hardcover, ISBN in the video description. I started the book on Friday, 27 September 2024 and finished the book on Monday, 30 September 2024. It was 441 pages. It took me 4 days. I read 120 pages on Friday, 140 pages on Saturday, 80 pages yesterday, Sunday, and then 101 pages today, Monday. And was it 7 days ago that I picked up at the library? Oh, last Monday. I'm recalling correctly. So about 7 days. Or I'm gonna say approximately 7 days. Okay, I've been to the library more than usual. Okay, point being, I got it done. And so this was from the public library. It feels a bit out of place considering the biographies not on the shelves, such as Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, William Boeing, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, Sergey Brin. I think so. The author invokes race/ethnicity to kind of justify the writing of this book. But I was just like, there's also a lot of people that are directly relevant to society that don't have books. So I'm not a golf person. I have not ever played golf. I know none of the terminology. My sister was into it. My sister read about Tiger Woods. I did not read about Tiger Woods growing up. Okay, so there we go. That's my introduction. Book notes, including construction and design. It's red. I think it's red because of he wore red on Sundays or something like that. If I'm remembering, I paid attention. Oh my gosh, Sunday red day. Okay, if I'm remembering that right, I'm proud of myself. Okay. The pages were it's large text for the books I read with like maybe 1.25 spacing. There's like a blurb about where and when, so that actually mimics the 2000. So the style at the beginning of the chapters is similar to, but not the same, as the 2007/2008 autobiography of Haruki Murakami, including date and location approach. I liked the formatting in that book better, but so it's larger. The chapters are very short, especially compared to some of the books I've been showing for my book notes. And so there's a lot of like blank space in the book. So if you want like a page turner because of formatting, this satisfies that. You know, that somebody just wants to be like, I can write a 441 page book. I don't care that it's large font, 1.25 spacing, and there's a bunch of blank space. You know, okay. There are people like that in this world. They just want to say that. That might even be part of why he formats it that way, right? So there's what, over 85 chapters in the book. Go back short. Okay. I did notice a few noticed punctuation and word typos. Like sometimes there'd be an extra word, not necessarily a repeating extra word, but there'd be like a, and then a word, and then a, and they only needed one of them. And then there's sometimes it need to be a comma, but it was a period, and that kind of stuff. It came across as a pushing product type biography, meaning the author may make a handsome sum from companies by naming them in the book, which might be part of why he set the tone of choosing Tiger Woods. Like, he's a best-selling author. He's doing it to make money. End of discussion. So choose the books where not only can you make money because so-and-so's won the most or done the most or whatever, right? You can just be like, yo, Nike, can I get a handsome sum for each time I bring up your products? So that kind of thing. Personally, I have a preference for the non-paid-for approach of Nate Jackson and his autobiography, Slow Getting Up. I have a notes video for that one on this channel from earlier this 2024 year. Yeah, you guys knew. I don't know if you've seen that notes video, you know, I adored that approach. He was like, instead of putting the name of the company, he put in like, you know, was it italics with brackets, insert corporate logo here. You know, he's like, I will not sell out. And this guy's like, sold to the highest bidder. Right. So it's kind of a, not really about like authenticity and truth and stuff like that. It was just like, you gotta go to the NFL football players for that one. Not all of them, but Nate Jackson was like, that guy's just becoming like a hero, isn't he? And like nonfiction. So like the things I learned by reading even more of these biographies / autobiographies. Okay, next note. I have not ever met the guy, Tiger Woods. I do not know the guy, and based on the content of this book, oh, I'm on reading notes. Crap, I did really bad one for me. So I'm on reading notes. Okay. No, actually, that's kind of book notes. Let's go with book notes. Okay, I've not ever met the guy, Tiger Woods. So, yeah, I do not know the guy, and based on the content of his book, I would reckon he does not even know my name. Same goes for the author. I have not ever met the guy, James Patterson. I do not know the guy, and based on the content of his book, I would reckon he does not even know my name. Yes, does that matter? They don't mention the name Tanis in here. Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. Seattle. Why the fuck would they mention me? I don't know. Okay. There are pictures, and then the pictures in here, they make sure to get a good picture of him and his wife, or, you know, that kind of stuff. And, yeah, there's also, like, black heart emoji in here, but the pictures are at the beginning of the chapter, and they're, like, grayscale, black and white. There's one universal truth for men like Tiger Woods and James Patterson. They live their lives exactly like their biographies / autobiographies. Is he a death seeker? Someone who would rather die than wait. My Tiger. So before we go to reading notes. My Tiger, Tiger Leonhardi. He is 1/2 or more ancient Breton. So the original peoples of the island of Breton. He is 1/2 or more ancient Breton by ancestral origins. So not to be confused with Tiger Woods, who is 0 parts European. So my Tiger, Tiger Leonhardi, my soulmate, was like, we're married, and I'm like, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? He's like, oh, well, that's a base layer, huh? He's British. Okay, this guy's not white. This guy's not European. So there we go. All right, reading notes. Reading notes. I got a lot of flags that I put on here. He started very young, like infant. He had his parents / family / whoever pushed golf on him. I feel sorry for the guy. That sucks. It would have been good if he had chose something because he liked it, not because he had that choice taken away from him. So he's 6.5, playing at a tournament. Page 23, 6.5 years of age, playing in a tournament in 1982. Okay. Page 64. Oh, Native American word for maple forest. That's not how the Native American languages work. There's actually, I don't think the author is familiar with how Native Americans work. There's like these things called tribes. And the tribes have different languages. So Native American is not actually a language. So the author got that wrong. Page 77. He loves prejudice. It's his fuel. That's what Tiger Woods says. Is, you know, prejudice provides his fuel. So I'm like, okay, so essentially in a world without prejudice, you would not be the goat. Per this author's perspective, right? The goat being the greatest of all time, not to be confused with the hooved ungulate type goat. Bah! Page 104. Page 145. Oh, he makes the cover of one magazine, Sports Illustrated, and you know, then all of the magazines want him. Don't worry, I'm not the gold digger type. Like this non-white guy. So that's a weird line, right? Okay. Are white people the only non-gold diggers? That's the weird world we live in. Okay, yes. Oh, page 224. I still don't understand why consecutive titles matter. Are they trying to, like, I always wonder if that's, like, trying to interfere with women's menstrual cycles and reproductive abilities. If I'm infertile, it's because of men who do things consecutively with no time off. That's not a male thing. That's a female thing. Female reproductive thing. So does that make Tiger Woods trans by invoking female stuff too much? I don't know. Then let's see, page 242. He escalates in person with his soulmate Elin, Ellen, not to be confused with Elon. So this is back in 2002. Elin. All right, not to be confused with the LOI, ELOI of The Time Machine, the 1895 book that's still around, and not to be confused with Elton, ELTON. So again, I brought this up earlier on the show. Man, that guy Elon got some serious inflation on his search engine algorithm optimization. At some point, it should be cut back. Where's the corrective actions necessary? Anyway, he was approximately 25, so he does not fall into my category, which is 30 plus for physical in-person escalation with soulmate and or soulmates. Page 235. Oh, I thought this was an interesting one. He does, like, if he views the Dubliner in Ireland as a tabloid, but then goes on to repeatedly cite the National Enquirer as a reliable reference. So James Patterson is the proud supporter and chooses to the National Enquirer, I kid you not, as one of his favorite news publications, if not his favorite. Because he actually puts tabloid if he considers it a tabloid, and with the National Enquirer, he does not call it a tabloid. And I'm like, dude, James Patterson, you and I share no tastes in common. At least not when it comes to the National Enquirer. Oh, and then, let's see, Tiger breaks up with Ellen, Elin, to date Lindsay, spelled Lindsey. My older sister's name is Lindsay. So, Tiger Woods certainly ain't a Tanis type. Whoa, boom. Okay, not to be confused with the blimp that goes poof. Killian M goes, that's not funny. You horrify me like I horrified you. And 28 days later, that's not in this book. That's why I took the role of Oppenheimer. Yeah, little terror Tanis. Okay. This is a different soulmate. Well, this isn't my soulmate, right? I'm talking about Tanis Leonhardi. Tiger Leonhardi of Britain. This is a weird one. Okay. Page 255. I think this guys, after reading this book, the biggest notability of Tiger Woods is definitely going to be that he had, like, by 355, he'd already had 7 surgeries, including 4 knee surgeries and 3 back surgeries, and then he goes on to have more, and I'm like, you're doing something wrong when you have more surgeries than Russian figure skater Jenny Plushenko, who's out there on the ice with blades and, you know, jumping up and down. And I'm like, you're doing something wrong if you're getting that many surgeries in golf. I'm just, okay. And then let's say page 416. Oh, he brings up tight ends. And then brings up actually Taylor Swift later, and so it's like to mark the end of the quarterback era in introducing the tight end era of the National Football League, and I'm going, so Taylor Swift essentially decided to date a football player because there's 11 players on each side, which 11 plus 11 is 22. That's what 12th man's for. Okay, conclusion. Marked full book number 46 for me for the 2024 year. I'm thinking of a 3.5 out of 5.